So I have this vision of a watercolor eyeshadow. So I'm gonna take out a couple shades of this eyeshadow base. Where's Sheila? Sheila's never around when I need her. Some of you might have gotten that reference. Some of you might not have. So I'm just wiping off my thing. I'm trying to not mix these. I feel like these types of cream palettes, we as in me, I get carried away and then I just start mixing them accidentally, and I want them to stay really, really nice. So don't let me do that. Remind me that I don't want to do that. And I'm trying to stay with the lighter colors if you have noticed. And then we'll do this one. So let's just flatten the colors out so I can pick them up with the brush really evenly. This is a little tedious, but I'm going to, here, I'll just show you. I'm going to want to pick them up with a flat brush, so I want them to pick up evenly. So that is just a easy way to do that. No base on my eye. We're just gonna let this be the base. And I kind of want my skin tone to peek through, and I'm going to randomly place these. I forgot to shut my door, so you might hear Jean hollering. Let's just put the purple here. Oh, that's pretty. We are gonna layer some shadows on top of this, but I'm thinking about just doing shimmers on top. What do y'all think? I heard, ooh, yes, that's what I heard. Let's put the pink right here, just a little bit. This is one of my favorite eye looks to do. It's just very expressive and fun, and it really does just feel like painting. Brighten up our brow bone quite a bit. I need to shut the door. Granny's watching her crocheting YouTube videos. Then I'm going to take this shade and we'll place it here. Then I'm going to wipe my brush to get a little bit more transition into the super white lavender. There we go. Sheila. And then we're going to take that turquoise, and I want that to be right here. It's not really a true turquoise. I feel like some people are going to, that's not true turquoise. And you're right. It's just a really nice bright aqua. This is already so fun on its own. What's Up Beauty Skyfire palette. You ready? Scrumptious, delightful. Put this all over my face. I love it so much. Let's start here. Okay. And then I'm just going to use an E27 for this, and I'm just going to lightly cover the base with all different colors, obviously. Y'all know that. You know I can't just do one color. Oh yeah, that's fun. This is what it looks like without a base, just so you can see. I should swatch them as I do that. That's a good idea. Pretty. There is a little bit of a yellowy green to it. Then we need this color, of course, on top of the turquoise or the aqua. I don't know why I keep calling it that. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Let's see, what color should we put on top of the pink? Let's put this one on top of the pink. Because then I'm wiping off my brush in between, because I know I want this purple out here. Then I am going to switch to a fluffier brush just to kind of do a wash over our yellow. I didn't want to change that color too much. Just a nice little wash. Okay, I think this might be a Feral Monday. I've went too wild. This is Pillow Fight. This is a pressed pigment from Carla Cosmetics. I wanted that on my brow bone. Oh, I meant to swatch. I'll swatch all the other shadow shades for you as well. I'll swatch this one really quickly. We'll swatch it here. Isn't that gorgeous? Delightful. We're gonna get quite a bit of this on our brow bone. Let me swatch the rest of these for you. They're so beautiful. Over here. I think we did that one already. Is that the same? No. That's the one I swatched originally. These are really, really nice. Ooh. That's a cool one. That's this flip situation, the kind of brown blue. I love those. In fact, it's a little bit more red brown, which is really nice. And then these two. Gorgeous. Let's swatch one of the matte. Ooh, they feel very velvety. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. And then we're gonna do my watercolor cleanup technique. I shouldn't say my, it could be someone else's too. I'm gonna do this that other people might be doing as well. So I take a fluffy brush and I have quite a bit of micellar water on here. And remember, I didn't have a base underneath all of those colors, so this is gonna be taking away just a little bit, but it's also going to blend and kind of loosen that, these dry down, by the way. It's going to loosen them and it's going to liquefy them, and then they're going to melt even more into one another. It's wild, I know, but it's fun. And it does give a very unique look to an eye. I do wipe my brush off a little bit in between. Just kind of melting that together. Oh, that's so cool. And then I even go a little bit in here. I have less micellar water at this point. And remember, it's going to completely dry. I wish you could feel this. You can see how it's still very, very fluffy. It doesn't look drenched. That's how much I'm using. And then I just kind of sit here and I prop my head up, and this is very relaxing for me. And it just kind of melts everything together. Really, really, I can't describe it. It's not completely seamless, but it's just this art supplies type melt that you can't get with just powder shadow on powder shadow. So I scooped out some of this shade. I try to keep the lid on this, by the way. Like I keep saying, they do dry down. And then I have an E26, and I'm actually gonna start from the bottom. I'm finding this a little bit easier as I have the privilege of aging. I don't want to take it all the way over. I just wanted to create some wing out here. We can clean all that up, by the way. I feel like that's also what makes it easier to start from the bottom, because it's just so much easier to clean under here and tidy and sharpen. Then I'll just take some micellar water on a C30 and tidy it up. 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬 half lash. Cute over there. Ooh, that's nice. I love a little cat eye half lash. I think it's my favorite. There we go. So the foundation I'm using is a secret for a little while. The match is really good. And I've been wearing this secretly. Super, super thin. It just looks like skimp. There's quite a bit of coverage. So I'm excited for this one to drop. Let's start to finish up our eye. I'm using that bright white lavender. Oh yes. That's fun. And then I'll do the darker purple through here. It's kind of in the center. So we're doing this liquid blush. It's the classic NARS name that I don't say, not because I'm a prude, but because I have little children that watch me. I mean, they literally call me the Miss Rachel of makeup, so. But y'all know what I'm talking about. C44, a little melty. And that's even going on top of a little bit of powder too, and that looks great. Let's take a little bit of Impassioned. I absolutely love these NARS blushes. I bought about 3 of them while I was traveling a couple months ago, right when they launched, and I fell in love. But they did send over the rest of them to me, and I am just forever grateful, and I'm having a blast with the formula and the shades. Then I just added a little bit more of the powder, just on top of the matte version. I didn't really go on top of the sparklier version of the blush. I love this bronzer. This is 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗬. I'm just looking at this is Macchiato. But I don't think it's available in the States anymore, which is tragic. I know she sent me some, but I think I first saw them on Revolve, Revolve Beauty, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's still there? We'll find out. Either way, this is one of my favorite cream bronzers because they're very, very neutral and even a little olive. So I hope I'm mistaken. I'm gonna use Pillow Fight. That's the one that was on my brow bone. I'm gonna do that on my inner corner. I've been using this shade a lot. This is shade Gina from NARS. And I'm just having a lot of fun with blush placement. I think it's because the C44. So let's just kind of do a little extra placement of this back here. I can't stop wearing this particular shade from Urban Decay. This is 1993. I feel like it actually does remind me of what Max Vice used to look like. Not the reformulation. Not the current formula, it's much more orange. But I do really like this, and these are also really long lasting. I've been wanting to wear this. These are new from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Kiss Theory lip balm. This is the shade Fizz. It does have sparkles in it, and it kind of glows. This is what I was hoping it would look like. This is definitely something I would wear all the time. Super comfortable. But it also has that heaviness. I know you don't want to hear that word, but listen, that heaviness is where we get longevity. So it does have that feeling as well. But it's not just like scraggly on the lips. Does that make sense? We've added a new word. Can y'all see the rainbow? Now let's put on a rainbow highlighter. And then I'm just going to pick up this is it. It's from Carla Cosmetics. I'm just going to pick it up and kind of bring it back this way a little bit with our C44 and soften it. That's so much fun. All right, my friends, this is our finished look. Would you believe me? When I started this, I was just going to do a very simple look. Of course you believe me because I'm Rose and I get out of control with makeup instantly. I just start painting rainbows on my face because rainbows are pretty to me. And I hope that they're pretty to you. And I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for allowing me to express myself by painting my face. My face is my canvas and my makeup is my art supplies. I love you with all of my heart. Until the next video, bye for now.